It's time for another edition of Live from Studio M on 105.5 Triple M. I'm your host, Jonathan Sutton. Back in 2002, John Mayer wrote a song called No Such Thing, and in it the lyrics say, "She said to me condescendingly, take a seat, take your life, plot it out in black and white." And he goes on to say, "I want to run through the halls of my high school. I want to scream at the top of my lungs. I just found out there's no such thing as the real world, just a lie you've got to rise above." He actually does it better than I do, of course. But today's artists were very young when that song came out, but I think they very much took it to heart. They started pursuing a musical career as opposed to the safe route of school and then never doing anything. We'll talk to them what it's like traveling around the UK with mom as a chaperone, what they have in common with the Ramones, and if there can be sibling rivalry when they sound so harmonious together. First, let's hear a song, though. It's Lily and Madeleine live from Studio M. It's Lily and Madeleine live from Studio M. We'll chat with them next here at 105.5 Triple M. Switch to a commercial. We're back live from Studio M on 105.5 Triple M. Our guests today, Lily and Madeleine, two sisters from Indianapolis. So we got to do some of the backstory stuff, which I know you've probably told before, but we want to hear it for those not familiar. So you two growing up, sort of a musical family, or was more mom was kind of in it, or what? Tell us a little bit about.
Our mom is very musical, just by nature, I guess. She likes to sing and has played the piano and guitar her whole life, and so then she kind of instilled that in us when we were young and started piano lessons in elementary school and just continued through there. I feel like I can't see
short,
you, I'm sorry.
So it's okay. I need to be
No,
a
you're
little taller. I'm waiting for the growth spurt. So, okay, so you started then, and was there a little bit of competition then when you were young as far as, no?
No, like not at all, really. I'm 2 years younger than Madeleine, so we are like close enough in age to do everything together, but also like far enough in age to have our own separate things
our own
going
friend
on.
groups and our own things, like in school, like I did musicals in high school.
And I'm not really like an actor, so I don't like that kind of stuff, but.
Right, so Madeleine, what musicals were you?
I've done a ton. My first one was The Sound of Music, and I played Marta, and it was really sweet. I was like in third grade, I think, and I did like Fiddler on the Roof and just some other stuff like in high school. I mean, it's all like super amateur, and we didn't even have like a stage technically at our school.
It was just in the gym.
It was in the gym.
Oh,
but
really?
Yeah. We like didn't have an auditorium. Like our school wasn't like fancy or anything, but it was even more fun that way because then we had to rely on our talent.
Wow. I thought Indianapolis schools were good. How did you not even have a stage?
It was a private school, so it was not,
yeah,
no funding.
Wow, okay. And then what, so you made a song, threw it up on, was it on YouTube, and then some friends saw it? Just tell us that little story, because it's a pretty fun story.
Yeah, we just covered a song, because like that's a thing that kids do, all our friends were posting covers, so we were like, we can do that too. So over winter break, one year we posted a cover, and then a family friend sent it to one of their family friends, who's this guy named Paul Mayhern, who's like a producer in Bloomington, Indiana, which is like an hour away from where we live. And he was like, you guys should try writing songs, and I can record you, and it'll be fun. And we were like, okay, whatever.
We thought of it more as just an experiment and a fun project.
Yeah, it was just like a side thing. I didn't think it would like be anything real.
Yeah.
Right, and then it turned very real.
It
and
did.
Then suddenly you're getting record deals and things. So did other friends like not believe it? Or we had a guy in here, Torm Miller, who is in his early 20s, and when he went to college, he said to his friends there, by the time I'm a sophomore, I'm going to get a record deal. And they all kind of rolled their eyes, and that's exactly what he did. But so did you kind of go along those lines too and say, we're on our way, or?
No, everything was really pretty much a secret. Not for any particular reason.
Yeah, I feel like people don't really get it. Like friends either think we're like Miley Cyrus level, like, like we've made it, or they think that we're like just doing this as a hobby. Like people don't really understand that there's like a middle ground where you're like a working musician and you don't really have money, but you have enough to do what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Okay. But the people who think you're Miley Cyrus, that's kind of fun, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, let's hear another song, then we'll hear about your adventures across the pond. What are you going to do for us?
This is one of the singles off of our new record. It's called For the Week.
It's Lily and Madeleine live from Studio M.
You pushed me
you on. So on this album, you kind of writing separately, kind of? You're each kind of writing songs, or?
Yeah, the way that we've done it our whole career is to write together,
Mm-hmm.
which works really well because we're sisters and, you know, we have similar life experiences, pretty much the same life experiences almost.
Right.
And, you know, similar voices, similar viewpoints. But this time around, we decided to try writing separately and then coming together at the end to revise the songs. And it worked out pretty well that way. And
So it wasn't like, my sister's overpowering.
I feel like we're gonna do it that way from now on.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, I don't know, I just think it's more comfortable for me to get a complete song and a complete idea out and then take it to Madeleine instead of like having it grow with the two of us working on it at the same time, because then I just feel more like personally connected to the song.
Sure.
So yeah.
Are you brutal to each other as far as, you know, critiquing the songs, or?
Oh no, I mean Madeleine never makes anything that I don't like hardly ever.
And vice versa, Lily never really makes anything that I don't like. So, I mean, if she did, I would say, change this. But, like, there's no need to. I feel like we're very in tune, even though our lyrical styles are different and our writing styles are a bit different. I feel connected to Lily's music just because she is my sister.
Right. See, I've got two little boys that are 2 years apart. I got to figure out how to make them harmonious like this. It seems too good to be true. We'll have to ask the rest of the band later. But if it's really true. So now you were in Europe, right? Touring around for a little while ago? Was that a while ago already?
Yeah, that was like a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Yeah, we've toured Europe a few times, mostly in the UK, but we've made it out to mainland Europe and Scandinavia and whatnot.
Wow. So, and did Mom really come as a chaperone? Is that true?
She came when I was underage, but once I turned 18, she stopped coming because we didn't like need her along, you know.
And now we feel much more comfortable and confident traveling overseas to work. So before it was also just kind of like we needed her for like moral support too, but now we totally got it.
So it's not like that movie Taken or whatever. You all feel good.
Oh my God.
And as far as the business aspect of it, you kind of, you know, a lot of bands, it seems like they don't really, we don't pay attention to that, but you guys are really kind of business savvy too, right?
We have to pay attention to that
Yeah.
stuff because this is how we're making money right now. Lily and I aren't in school,
Right.
not getting a degree. We've chosen to do this, and so we've been lucky enough that we have this opportunity. And so we need to, you know, keep up to date on all the expenses and the income and figure out, you know, where, you know, management fees are and booking agent fees are. And actually, I feel really empowered through doing that. I feel like I've learned a lot about the music industry.
It's nice to know like what's happening behind the scenes, like of what you're doing. Like if I was just writing the songs, I think I would feel like I wasn't doing enough.
That's great. I mean, your parents did something right. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, because I feel like there's people we have in here way older who have been in it for a long time and they have no idea what's going on except writing the songs. So do you look to your mom and stuff still for like advice on management
Absolutely.
things or no? Okay.
Totally.
I had a really big long talk with my mom actually last night about some business stuff, and it was really helpful because she and our dad are both, they work in bankruptcy law. So they know all about finance and whatnot, so they're very helpful.
Okay, that explains a lot. All right, very good. All right, let's hear another song, then we'll meet the rest of the band after that. What do you want to do for us?
This next song is called Small Talk.
Small Talk. It's Lily and Madeleine live from Studio M. Who wrote this one?
I don't know.
We kind of both did. I feel like I started it, Madeleine
Yeah.
started it, but
Okay.
it's both of us, I suppose.
All right.
Anyway, this is Small Talk. 2, 3, 4.
Incoming call. What do I say when he says nothing at all? Don't wanna fall into a well with no water, 10 stories tall. I know that you're no one for small talk.
All right, so the rest of the band, let's meet them.
Of
And
course, yeah.
they've really had a big part in this album too, right?
Absolutely, yeah. With us today and on the rest of this tour, we have Shannon Hayden on cello, mandolin, and guitar. And Kate Seeker on drums. And,
Okay, you're only doing drums. I mean, Shannon here is doing like 20 other things.
Yeah, but there's multiple drums.
There's a lot of drums, that's true. So how did you find them? Is it a good story or is it a long, boring story?
no,
that
it's a
good?
great story. I mean,
Yeah, it's not really an interesting story.
Okay, well,
we're all Midwestern girls, Midwestern musicians. You know, Lily and I are from Indianapolis,
Right.
Indiana. Kate is from Bloomington, Indiana.
Right.
Shannon is from Southern Illinois. We all just hooked up in Bloomington because that's where a lot of music is being made in the
Right.
Midwest. And through our manager, Paul Mahern, as Lily mentioned before, we just kind of all met and decided to tour together. And then, after touring for a bit, we decided to arrange this record together.
which is fantastic. Now I have to ask Shannon one quick thing that I noticed about her. There was a story about like your family built a house from scratch or something weird. Like, not that that's weird. I mean, that's really cool. But what?
Well, my dad's a carpenter to begin with, and the farm has been in the family since the 1860s.
Okay.
And since I had been begging for a cello since I was 3, at 14 my parents were like, well, she's going to be a musician apparently, so let's build an artistic lifestyle for her so that she doesn't have to compromise her career and she can do what she wants and not have to pay rent if she doesn't want to.
So then so that's really nice. So then so there's like an extra house or what is it?
Yeah,
a mini
it's
house?
it's sorry.
Like a mini house?
No,
That's
it's
your
a
house?
farm. It's a farmhouse. We had a house in town at that
Oh, I
time,
see.
and we wanted to establish more of a presence at the family farm. And we just I was homeschooled, and it became kind of a project. And my dad wanted to show me, how feasible it is to build your own home, to make your own power with solar power panels. And so yeah, it was a great project, and that's where I record all my albums as well.
That's really cool. So you help build it then? Kind of?
You
Kind of watch?
I held things and watched and wrote things down, and yeah.
Okay, but when all the banks go to hell and we lose everything, we can come live at your solar powered place off the grid.
It wasn't, we're not preppers, but I guess we were prepping for my artistic lifestyle. So.
That's awesome. Very cool. Did you guys hang out with John Mellencamp or record something with him? Is that true?
We have, yeah. We worked with him when we first started writing about 4 years ago.
He didn't get you to start smoking? Because I think, doesn't he smoke like 80 cigarettes in like a...
I've heard that, and actually when we were in the studio with him, he was like off in the corner at the window, just like...
I wouldn't be too impressed by us working with him because I'm pretty sure he doesn't know if I'm Lily or Madeleine. And we worked with him twice.
He's a really cool dude, and his studio is absolutely gorgeous, and it's such an honor to get to work with him. But that was a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, so that was... Were you singing backup or what were you doing? What were you doing exactly?
We sang like the first verse and chorus of this song that he was doing for the Ghost Brothers of Darkland County record that he made. He like wrote a play with Stephen King.
Right.
So it was the record for that play.
Which is a really cool play.
Yeah,
I got
it's
to
really
see
cool.
it a couple years ago when it came to Bloomington, and it was so neat to be in the audience and see the actors sing the song that Lily and I had done in the studio. So that was really cool. It's a really interesting story. If you guys don't know of the Ghost Brothers of Darkland County, check it out.
It was here. I think it came here actually.
Oh, did it really?
It was
Awesome.
here, too. Okay, now we got to talk tats for a second.
Oh.
You have minor tattoo situation going on here. Small one.
Small.
This was when you got incarcerated in Bloomington?
Yes,
Is that
in
what it was?
September, yeah.
Yeah. No, what Lily, you have an X and Madeleine, you have an O?
Yeah, it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. We knew we wanted to get sister tattoos, but we weren't sure what it was going to be. We were thinking maybe a Lily flower and a Madeleine cookie.
Yeah.
Like the little shell, the French cookie.
Right.
But we couldn't figure out a good enough design
Good call.
to
I
be
think.
permanent
I think,
on our
yeah, the cookie
bodies.
would be, yeah.
So we just decided to go with a simple X and O, and we just did it in Bloomington, and it hurt.
I thought it hurt. Mine didn't hurt at all. It was really fast too.
Okay. All right, and so Shannon and Kate, are they always this happy and positive? It just seems like sisters should sometimes...
I mean, I wish we had some great road stories to tell you, but honestly, they're kind of boring, ladies. They go along way too well. But But the nice thing is, and Kate can weigh on this too, a lot of people think that Kate and I are sisters as well, so we're trying to balance it out, and like, we don't get along, you know?
We're trying to be the evil sisters.
That's
We're kind of failing, but yeah.
And one last thing, we'll hear one more song, which we'd love to hear, but I can't remember if it was Lily or Madeleine that I remember reading, someone saying at the beginning, you felt like you couldn't really write songs, you could only write jingles. Is that a true thing?
I feel like it's easier to write a song that's silly sometimes.
Yeah.
Because then the rhyming is easier, you know, the melody can be simple.
Also, it's sometimes difficult to like have to take yourself so seriously that like you're gonna write a ballad.
Yeah.
So yeah, that does sound like something we would have said.
I didn't know if you had some jingles handy that you used to do or not really. No, you don't
I mean,
remember.
welcome to my laundry room.
Yeah, we wrote a song about a sim once. Do you guys play Sims? I love
Oh my god, that was a great.
I know, I don't
great
remember it.
tune. I
You
don't
don't
remember how
remember?
it goes, but it was like verse, chorus, bridge. There was like progressions, a key change,
That's
some
awesome.
choreography. There was a lot to it.
What's the laundry room one? That one is
We
intriguing.
redid our laundry room and we just like sang the whole time we were doing it.
Welcome to my laundry room.
That's all it is.
So we do have time for one more. What do you want to wrap up with?
We'd like to finish off with the last track off of our record. It's called Nothing.
It's Lily and Madeleine live from Studio M.